Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for a friend. John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for a friend. What does real love look like? Not the kind that's filtered with Instagram or wrapped in words alone, but a love that costs everything, a love that bleeds during Holy Week. And Jesus just didn't talk about the love, he showed it. And this verse captures the weight of that sacrifice. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for a friend. These words weren't a metaphor or an inspirational quote. Jesus was preparing his friends for what would happen within hours: betrayal, crucifixion, and the ultimate act of love. His love wasn't passive, it was poured out. He laid down his life, not because we were perfect, but because we were loved. This is the heartbeat of Holy Week. Jesus laid down his life for his friends, and he calls you friend. He calls you friend. Today, think of one way you can reflect that sacrificial love. It may be forgiving someone that you need to do, calling a hurting friend, or giving when it's hard. It's hard to give when you don't have. Ask yourself, who can I love the way Christ loved me sacrificially? Think about it. What can you do? So, what does this verse teach us about God? God's love is sacrificial. Jesus died for us before we chose him. He served others even when exhausted. He pursued people who constantly turned away. Now, have you constantly turned away from God? I know I have in my lifetime. I mean, ever since I was 16, I told you the story. I was praying. It was Jesus of Nazareth. I was watching it on a little TV in my kitchen. I was 16 years old. And I watched Jesus of Nazareth I think it was the first time it ever came on TV. It was a miniseries. I think it was the very first, maybe it was the second year it was on. And I was in prayer, praying my heart out, thanking Jesus, thanking him over and over and over and over and over and over. And so a light appeared in my room in the corner where the two walls meet. And the light grew and it grew and it grew and it filled up my room. And in the image, I saw a translucent figure of Jesus coming towards me. It was see-through. It was like an apparition. It was like I could see through it. And at first, I was like, whoa. And then I got scared. And I turned on the light and ran to my mom and I told her what I saw. And she believed me. But I thought that was my calling. I didn't know about discernment. I didn't know about that. I was only 16. I didn't know what to think about it. Was I crazy? Was I hallucinating? People would think I was crazy. But you know what? I told everybody. I was like in awe and I told everybody. And then after that, I had like these little things that happened to me. I don't know if it was prophetic, like I was prophesizing things. I thought I was psychic. I was seeing dead people. I was having these premonitions. I got scared and I pushed it away. I pushed it away. I pushed him away. Not once, not twice. I kept on seeing his face. I see his face. I start to pray. I start to become closer and then I push him away. I got scared. So he pursues people who constantly turn away. And I've done it. And I'm sure you have too. God initiates, that's a hard word for me, relationships. And he was initiating a relationship with him when I was 16. And he kept on doing it every time someone in my family passed away. I lost my sisters. I lost my brother. I lost my dad. I lost my mom. I lost my dogs. So he initiates relationships. But in the between time, I know you have too. You go to Christ when you're having good times and in bad. And he calls us friends, not just servants. And he ran to the prodigal, not away. And he invites intimacy even after we fail him. Even after I turned my back on Christ, he wanted to have an intimate relationship with him one-on-one. And I'm finally there. And it's taken me I'd say 50 years, maybe 55 years, to finally say yes, completely, 100% devoted to Christ. And you can have that too. God values intimacy over performance. He values, I went to church this morning. Okay, I'm a Catholic. I received the body. I didn't receive the blood, so I failed. I start my day off good with prayer. I didn't finish all my prayers. I didn't do my journal yet. I didn't do my gratitude journal. I was late to do this, so I fail at performance. But he values intimacy. I talk to God. You should talk to God. Do you talk to God over performance? Meaning, he wants that relationship with you one-on-one. He doesn't care about, oh, I didn't go to church. I didn't do this for my neighbor. I didn't do that. He wants to talk to you. He wants to have intimacy with you. He wants to be your friend. He wants to get to know you. So God values intimacy over performance, 100%. And he forgave the thief on the cross. The thief on the cross didn't worship him, but he forgave him. He silenced the Pharisees' religion with love. Religion over is nothing. Love is everything. He sees your heart, not your perfection. He sees your heart. He sees me stumble every day. I'm sure he sees you stumble every day. But he sees you're trying. Your heart is good. So what does this teach us about us as human beings, this little verse? We are deeply 100% loved, no matter what. Peter denied him, and Jesus restored him. God's love remains when we fall. He doesn't care. He's there to pick you up when you fall. The cross proves we're loved beyond merit. We're invited to love like Christ every single day. A friend showing up during tough times. Forgiving when it's undeserved. Serving others even when it's inconvenient. We are part of God's plan. Jesus used ordinary people like you and me to change the world. He didn't choose perfect people. He chose thieves, murder, prostitutes, drug dealers, alcoholics, people who have fallen on their butts. That's who he chose. And that's who he's going to keep choosing. So your story, my mess and all, can be a vessel of grace. You're called to reflect God's love today. You're called today. So you're asking me, how do you apply this verse to life? Start small with sacrifice. Be present when you'd rather scroll. Share your time, even when it's sacred and scarce. Give generously, even when it stings, even if you don't have the money in your pocket. Love inconveniently Walk with people through their pain. Give grace to those who test you. And serve when it's uncomfortable. Live like you're loved. Stop trying to earn what's already given. Let love flow into others. Jesus laid down his life for you. And that's the greatest love. And it's yours today. Jesus, all you have to do is ask him, Jesus, help me love like you love, fully, freely, sacrificially. Try it. So if this helped you just a tiny little bit, share it with a friend. Like, subscribe to Pages of Faith. I want to hear about you. I want to pray for you. If you need prayer. And just remember, I am like you, a sinner. I have no theology degree. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. But I want to be a disciple of Jesus. I am a disciple of Jesus. And I want to share his love with you so you'll be saved. So if you aren't already, you can go ahead and watch the video I have pinned. And feel free to ask me for anything, prayers. I am here. So remember to share the link, subscribe to my channel, and watch tomorrow for another Pages of Faith. Have a great day.